Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com, and in today's video I'm going to share with you 5 money moves that I have made that I am thankful I made because they've made such an impact on my money situation. So before we dive in, if you are ready for financial freedom right now, comment freedom below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell to get notified when I post new videos. And don't forget to like and share this video. And if you're really serious about becoming financially free at a young age, click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. Okay, so let me share with you the 5 money moves that I have made such a great impact on my financial life, on my money situation. And you guys, there are actually a lot of things that I've done. So it's kind of hard to pick 5, but I tried to pick 5 that were the most impactful. And these are in no particular order. So let me just start with the first one. So the first money move that I made that I am thankful, so thankful that I made, was to set a money goal to actually have something that I am working toward. This makes such a huge difference, honestly, because if you're not really working towards something, then it's kind of just spend money on whatever you want, whenever you want, and you don't need to really save money or invest money. If you're not working towards something, some type of money goal, you're really not in control of your finances, because you're not focused on something that you want to be working toward. So it's kind of just going shopping whenever, buying clothes, shoes, video games, I don't know, whatever, and just going out to eat and not really even tracking your money or getting excited about working towards something and seeing that money grow. So having a money goal was one of the greatest things that I have done with my money, because when I have that money goal, for example, right now I'm working toward financial freedom at age 40, and I keep such a good eye on what I'm spending my money on, and if it is going to help me reach my money goal, my goal of financial freedom at 40, or if it's taking me further away from that. And if it is taking me further away, I'm really analyzing, okay, is this really important to me? Do I really need to be spending my money on this? Is this going to give me joy? And I've just been so much more conscious about what I'm spending my money on, how I'm spending my money, and just really evaluating that. And it's made such a difference. I do not spend my money on things that are not important to me anymore. I really, really watch that carefully. And that's exactly how I'm going to reach my goal of financial freedom at 40, because I've set that goal and I'm so conscientious of what I'm spending my money on, that if it's not important to me, I'm not going to spend money on it. And that's that. Like, it's just been helpful overall, because I haven't really having that overall goal, that overarching goal. It helps me work toward other goals, and it really helps me analyze, okay, is this something that's important to me? Do I really need to buy this dress today? Probably not. Do I need to go shopping with my friends? Probably not. Like, do I need to go out to eat with people? Or, is it something like, hey, how about you come to my house and we can have a little potluck dinner here? Like, it's just made such an impact in the way that I look at money, because I'm so excited about my goal that I'm so conscientious of what I'm spending my money on, that I don't really regret spending my money on things that I'm spending my money on now, because it's important to me. And if it's not helping me reach that goal, then it's something that's important to me. And so I'm like, yes, I can still spend my money on this, no problem. It's bringing me joy, it's bringing me happiness, and I'm not going to regret it later. So having a money goal is the first money move that I want to share with you that has made such an impact on my financial life, on my financial situation. And this can go along with just setting a small goal of having an emergency fund of $1,000. and then you can just be so much more conscientious, like, okay, is this going to help me reach my goal of having an emergency fund of X amount of $1,000, or is it taking me further away? Is it really that important to me? Is stopping at the gas station to get a drink really that important to me, or can I put that money toward my goal? Okay, so that's the first one. And then the second one that I want to share with you is, and this kind of goes along with number one, but it's paying myself first. And this has made such a great impact as well. I was lucky enough to have parents that really enforced the value of saving your money, of paying yourself first before you pay your bills, or before you pay anyone else. You're paying yourself first. So I would put part of my paycheck, usually at least 10%, if not more, into my savings account, and then I would have other money that I would, I would go out to eat with friends or go to the movies. I would pay my bills, my cell phone bill, whatever it was. But I would always set that money aside first in savings, and I didn't even really realize how quickly that money was building up. But it was just an automatic thing that I did. I just put that money in savings and I just left it there, and that was that. And eventually this led up to me being able to buy my first property, because I had saved up so much money. And it wasn't hard to do because I just made it automatic. And if you can even do just an automatic transfer from your paycheck into your savings every month or every 2 weeks whenever you get paid, it'll make it so much easier because you're not even thinking about it. It's just on auto transfer. But this money can build up really quickly over time, and most likely you're not even going to miss that money. And you'll be so glad that you paid yourself first, because then you can take that money and do whatever you really want to do. If you want to buy a house, or maybe a car, maybe you need to buy a car, or maybe you want to take a vacation. But if you're paying yourself first, then you always have that buffer. So you're not constantly worried about money, constantly worried about if you're going to be able to pay your bills or not, or if something goes wrong, whether or not you're going to be able to take care of that emergency, because you've paid yourself first. So you've just set that money aside, and it's just there, just in case, or it's there if you want to put that toward your money goal, something that you're working toward. But it's really important that you pay yourself first, because usually if you're paying everyone else first, there's nothing left over for you. So make sure and pay yourself first, to set that money aside. And, the more you can automate it, the easier it will be for you. And that's just something that has made such a difference in my life. And being able to buy my first home because I had saved money, because I had paid myself first, was so exciting for me. And it was one of the best decisions that I've made with my money. If you don't follow me, I also invest in real estate, and just getting started with that first property was the scariest. But once I started, I've been able to buy 3 other properties, and it gets easier as you go along. But I just wanted to share this with you because if you're paying yourself first, you have that money set aside, and then, you can invest it, or you can take a vacation, or whatever it is that you want to be doing, or just having that buffer so you're not constantly worried about money, constantly living paycheck to paycheck, and possibly even getting into debt. So paying myself first was another great money move that I made, that I am just so thankful that I made, because it's made such a difference in my life. Okay, and then the third money move that I want to share with you is actually using a free software, and it's called Personal Capital, and it's just a free website that you can link all of your money accounts to. So if you have a checking or a savings or a Roth IRA, or a 401k, or your mortgage, or your credit cards, all of those different things, you can link it to personal capital. And I actually started using mint.com, but I've kind of switched over to using personal capital more often because they have such a great tool for retirement. They show you what you're investing in and what other people, how you compare to what other people are investing in that are in your same age range. And they show you, how risky your investments are. And they just kind of give you a big picture of your retirement accounts. And Mint doesn't really offer something as good as personal capital. So I really like personal capital. And they're really easy to use. And the reason I share this is because it's an easier way to track your finances, to kind of manage your money. And you can just log in every day. It just takes a few seconds and it updates all of your accounts. You can make sure your credit card bills were paid, your utility bills were paid, your cell phone, everything that you have hooked to any of your credit cards or debit cards, checking accounts. And you can just log in and see your net worth. You can see how much money you actually, or how much, you can see all of your assets, so everything that you own. So it could just be money in your checking or savings account, or it could include if you do own a home or a car. But it includes everything that you own, and then it subtracts out all of your liabilities, so everything that you owe. So if you have a car loan, it'll show that. So it'll show your net worth, all of your assets, everything that you own, minus all of your liabilities, everything that you owe. So you can watch that number increase, hopefully, instead of decrease. But you can kind of, it's just an easy way to track all of your money. I know a lot of people don't like to set up a budget. So this is kind of an easy way to track your finances because it shows you every money account that you have all in one place. So it's just, excuse me, a really nice, easy way to keep an eye on your finances. So if you're not the spreadsheet type or the budgeting type, then you can set up an account free with Personal Capital and track all of your money in there. So it's super convenient, and I'm glad I started with Mint and then that I've switched over to using Personal Capital more often because, yeah, it's an easy way to track and an easy way to see how quickly you're reaching your financial freedom goals. So that's something that a money move I've made that I'm really grateful that I made because I really like just taking a few seconds and checking that every day. Or almost every day, and just making sure I'm on track with my goals. I can see that my bills have been paid, especially if you're worried about automatic payments not going through. It's really easy to check. So I love using that software. And I'll even leave a link below so you can check it out if you want to. And then let me share the next money move that I have made, the fourth money move that I've made that I'm grateful for. And this one is investing in stocks, in individual stocks. And I know a lot of people don't really like investing in stocks or promote investing in stocks, but I have seen such a great return on my stocks that I've invested in that I cannot ignore it. So I have to share it with you guys because it's made such a great impact on my life, on my money situation. I've also invested in index funds, and this is just to keep it really basic. An index fund is basically one fund that you invest in, and it has a whole bunch of stocks inside of that fund. So you don't really have to keep an eye on it because it's tracking something else, and so it will automatically adjust. So it's a very convenient way to invest, and it works great for people if they are afraid of investing in stocks or they just want to keep things extremely simple. So I'm not opposed to index funds. I am a real proponent for investing in individual stocks because I've seen such a great return, and that's actually how I was able to buy my fourth property. I took out a huge chunk of my stocks and used that for part of my down payment on my fourth property. So that's made such a huge impact in my life. And I just started really small. I just started with one stock, and then I bought a few more stocks, and then I bought a few more shares of the same stocks, and just kind of increased along the way. And it's been really effective for me. I've seen over 100% return on those investments, and it's just something that takes a few minutes to get started in, and you just leave it in there and watch it grow over time. And I get it, people say it's really risky, but if you do your homework and you feel comfortable with what you're investing in, you can see a really great return on that. And I've seen that so much better. Those have had such a better return than the index funds that I've had my money in as well. That I love investing in individual stocks. So that is another money move that I've made that has made such a great impact on my life, on my financial situation. And I can help you do that. I'll even leave a link below in the description to my course that I have that really breaks it down very simply on how to invest in stocks. So if that is something that you're interested in, I'll leave the link below. You can check that out. And then the fifth money move that I have made that has made such a great impact is actually paying tithing. This one has been so important in my life, and I started doing this at a young age when I made, my first, I don't even remember, I think I made my first dollar or something. So this is something that also my parents have ingrained in me, I guess you could say. They, after I made my first amount, I honestly think it was just $1. I can't remember how I made the dollar. But, my mom had asked me, Tiffany, what are you going to do with 10% of that money? And I was like, oh, I'm going to pay tithing. Like I need to pay my tithing. And I just, I've been taught that growing up, and that's something that's super important to me. And I have done that throughout my whole life. And I know that has made such an impact on my life, because, you can't really, it's not really something tangible. I can see blessings in my life that have come from that. So it's interesting, it's not like I'm saying, okay, here's my tithing. Okay, now, I can see this blessing that I've received right away because of my tithing. But I know that I've received blessings because of paying my tithing, but I've seen such a great impact by doing this in all areas of my life, not just the money aspect, but spiritually and temporally in other ways, in other areas of my life. And just having that willingness to be able to give that 10% also makes a difference in my life, because it's not like I'm trying to hoard my money. And I might kind of feel that way if I didn't pay tithing or if I didn't donate to a good cause. But it's about, sharing and being willing to give that money. And it's just about building your character, not necessarily about the money itself. But, going hand in hand, that money is able to help other people in greater ways than I could do. So I know that has made a great impact on my life. So I'm grateful that I've been able to do that. So I would really suggest, if you don't belong to a certain church, that you donate to a good cause, something that you're passionate about, because that will definitely bless your life. Okay, so these are the 5 money moves that I've made that I am grateful that I made, and that have made such a great impact in my life, that I really wanted to share them with you guys. And comment below and tell me, what money moves have you made that have made a great impact in your life? What are you thankful for? And especially around this Thanksgiving time, I thought this would be a great video to do. So share some of your money moves that you're grateful for, or share some things that you're going to start doing. I would love to hear in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video, please like it and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you guys are really serious about becoming financially free sooner than later, then click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.